Up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, at 15, I don't hear the music. At 16, 18, I hear it. What do you got, you guys? Do you guys hear that little faint music? I kind of like the idea of having a little bit of faint background music. What's up, MP? Over on YouTube. What is that? PFP? Extreme. Oh, extreme powder coating. Okay. All right, dude. Do you actually do YouTube shit over there on for your company? All right, stop being so crooked, bro. Um, bang, bang, covering all platforms of Greg. Finally, the end of the week. We're here, dude. I'm so excited for today. Yeah, I can still hear the music. What's up, Dylan? Good morning. How you doing? How's the drive? Dylan, when are you gonna jump on stage, bro? Take the fucking day off. Go in late. Go earlier. Be already at your office at this hour and then come join me. Come on, man. We gotta get some Dylan time. Isn't everybody curious what Dylan is? All right, the music is bothering me now. Sorry, guys. like, like listening to it and wanting to jam. What's up, party people? We're at Thursday. It is Thursday, August 27th. Let's go. Another week in the bag for me, for MP. Uh, it was a good one. Yeah, I got some good stuff done yesterday. Followed up on some like old, old emails that were in my inbox that I've been avoiding. I've been putting off. I've been procrastinating. So I dropped the responses to those ones. Kind of feels good to do that because it's like this little weight that nags at me every time I scroll my inbox. And I like, I always scroll down and I'm like, "Dude, I can't believe you haven't responded to this email in a month. Like, what is the other person on the other end thinking? Like, did they think about it? Is the email in their inbox? Is it for me, it's usually construction stuff. And it's like, does that person walk by this thing in their house that they've already mentioned to you that you still haven't fixed and go, Dominic, like, and have like a negative thought towards you, just like respond to the damn email, get the shit done, right? I was supposed to do a bunch of videos for one of the powder unit manufacturers, but I got way too busy. Yeah, I gotcha. Last time for that shit. Um, so I got one or two of those out of the bottom of my inbox and responded. Hopefully I can just knock those things out next week and actually like accomplish the tasks. And one of them is like it's like responding to like one of my favorite clients. Like the dude's like He's just great. Like he and I have had talks when I started my company. I like sat down with him because he has his own business. We chatted over a beer, all that. It's like a fantastic house that I got to build for him and his family. Like he and I had a lot of fun building it because he was very excited about all this stuff. You guys should see his bar with his keg tap, kegerator. His pool is sick. Like it's just dope. And then we came back afterwards and built this like legendary barbecue that's like has like a pizza oven and like the Komodo egg and all that stuff. Maybe I've already seen it. I wasn't giving away my secrets or tips. Got it. Yep. Some people don't want to do that, dude. So all that to say, it's a decently good day yesterday. I got a text message from my clients over on the Chicago area at like 3 a.m. yesterday. Basically, um, the daughter was staying in the summer home out here. She goes to school in Chicago, so I guess she like had summer work and assignments or school, and she had flown back home to go back to school, and she forgot some tests. So they were like in a panic. So like, dude, if you can do this favor and just go there, search her room, find the tests, send us images of it, like we'd really appreciate it. And I'm like, yeah, I got time. So handled that, found them, sent them to them. They're grateful. That's a big dub. So other than that, work's going good. I My wife had told me last week that she has had this craving for a um Hawaiian restaurant out here that does like a mean teriyaki bowl. And she's like, it's the best. There's no better. And she used to get it like every day after um junior guards and high school, whatever. She's like, she told me, she's like, I'm pretty sure it's the food that I've eaten the most in my lifetime because she used to eat it that much. So she did research. The two places she went to closed down, but there was a third location she didn't even know existed that was still around, claiming to still be like original recipe and all that stuff. So it was a little out of my way, but I went and grabbed us both a bowl, drove home early yesterday, surprised her with that. And so she was so happy. Like she was just like, "Oh my god, this brings me back. Like, thank you. Blah 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 blah. This is so delicious. Isn't this amazing? It's all the same. Like everything's the same. This is crazy." So I think I might have created a new like routine, but like I don't want to because it's so out of the way. Like it's 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes from this door right here. So for me to go get it and then, like, bring it here and eat it, no problem. But, like, to go 10 minutes there and then drive all the way home is just, like, asinine. Um, yeah, I got that for a surprise for her for lunch. Her most favorite lunch of all time. I went and got it and then drove home with it, hour and a half. Uh we had lunch together. We got some time to talk without the kids bothering us. And then yes, some special time may have happened. Look, it is what it is, man. That's a very important part of relationships, marriage, all that kind of stuff. So let's not let's sometimes I feel weird speaking about it, but we shouldn't, right? We shouldn't. Had lunch, yes. Yes, indeed. All right, Daily Dads, 5:30 in the morning. We're going off the rails. Ah, you guys, I love it. And then what else happened? We got the kids. We picked up our kids, our little children, our middle child, Brooklyn, having having crash out time in the car. She's she's in that time frame right now. I don't know what was going on. We I picked her up. Our friend's kid is in the car too. They're talking and chatting. And something that he said or just the way he is just, like, rubbed her the wrong way, and both of them were even, like, saying, "In dad's car, it's it's very, like, loud and, like, commotion-like, but in mom's cars, it's, like, quiet." Like, I'm not doing anything. I literally, they get in the car and I say, "How was your day? Like, what happened? Like, what's going on?" And then I drive away. Like, there's no music playing. Maybe that's it, is like the quiet space. Maybe I just need to put some tunes on. But Brooklyn knows how to control the radio, so she could do that. But anyways, she was like feisty. She was like, "I don't want to drive with him in the car anymore. Can Bailey pick me up? Blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Bailey could pick you up, but like Bailey's not getting out of school until 5 o'clock today. So you'd be chilling in the 105-degree weather for 2.5 hours. Might as well walk." She's like, "Buy me an electric bike." I'm like, "Not gonna happen." So did not do that. But what else? Bentley had his last swim session of the season. That went well. What's up, Abram? How you doing? Just roll up to school, pick up a Balearin lamb chop. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. She's intense. She's intense sometimes. I love her, but she's intense. Um, and then we had another crash out with Brooklyn where she was wanting her sister to take her to dance class early so that they can go to either Taco Bell or Acai for like a 8 o'clock meal. And both Amy and I were like, "You've already had that once this week. We've already told you you're not getting it every dance class. Like, you have dance class 4 or 5 times a week, it's not gonna happen." And she was just not understanding, that yes, it's not a lot of money, like $15 for an acai bowl, and, Taco Bell could be 3 to $20 depending on what's up. "But dad, yeah, how am I supposed to eat?" It's like, "Girl, we have this, and this, like, literally in the kitchen. We will make you something." Oh boy, I'm glad I'm 10 years from these kiddo disagreements. Yeah. Well, and like even more because we're talking about daughters here, dude. Daughters, they're extra, bro. Okay? Girl dad, it's great, but very well could be. Very well could be that time of the month. Yeah. She's like, I've heard looms that like she's gotten her period, but then I've also heard that like she hasn't. So she's like in that in between time where like I think she's getting some of the hormone infusion and all of that stuff, but I don't think she's actually like having like the period. Mike will just Mike will just throw each other into the walls and so on. Yeah, mine. Oh yeah, the boys. You're saying yeah. That's how Rob deals with that. Totally hormones happen early. Yeah, yeah. So you know, it is what it is. But on a lighter note, the cool story of the night, Bailey um took Brooklyn to dance class. And again, this is a 8:30 to 9:30 class. So she took Brooklyn there by herself, the two of them driving, and then she brought her home too. So that was cool. My wife got to not have to deal with that. She goes, "I told my wife when the baby is old enough, me and the boys are going away once a month for safety reasons." Yeah, that's why you have like the beach house and the away cabinets. It's a pretty common thing. It's a pretty common thing. Especially and hopefully that they sync up. If they don't sync up, then you got to go away for 2 weeks out of the month, right? And be by the girls all to take out and just leave them. Yeah. Take out chocolate ice cream, some candy, some booze for wifey, and then just you and the boys hit the road. 100%. And that's how you win. That's how you win. So that was really cool. I don't know how the drive to and from dance went. I believe the story that I was told was that Bailey was just gonna hang out in the car and wait for her to get out, whereas Amy goes back and forth. Oh, and I got to take Bailey I didn't write that down. I got to take Bailey to teach her how to fill up gas in her gas car, which is cool, even though I haven't been to a gas station and filled up a gas car in, I don't know, 6 months. They got us a and didn't tell you. Sure, sure. Could totally be possible. 100%. And that's fine. As long as I'm not always paying for it. They both were like, we can use our own money. I'm like, that's fine, except for the fact when your own money runs out and then you ask me for my own money. Yeah, girl, I drive 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours in traffic every single day. And we have this thing called the sun. We actually can get usage out of our solar panels out here. So it kind of works. Although Edison has found a way to still make my power bill higher than any of y'all's. So, great day yesterday, as we all know. Let's get into this reading. This reading, this is the
Time, do
one,
the
guys.
reading!
This is the most, um, we don't do that in NG. NJ, what? Pumping gas? No, electric cars. Fuck, $400 this month. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Man, the NJ thing drives me nuts. Uh-oh. I didn't know where you guys are going with this, but honestly, it's so annoying, especially when they are 20 pumps and one attendant. Like, just let, oh, really? They don't, they do that? That's a thing? Oh my God, fuck that noise. Dude, what? Yeah, we don't have any of those. Like, it's all self service. Like, in fact, I think I've heard of this whole thing, and I've never in my entire life experienced anyone pumping the gas into my car. Yeah, it's actually against the law in Engineering too. Oof. What? Then you for sure should go electric, unless it's also against the law to go electric. But people do it all the time. I have never seen anyone get a ticket for it. Yeah, that's one of those stupid tickets. How would you imagine being the cop to, dude, you went through everything you went through to be a cop and you just write tickets for people pumping their gas? That's wild. Screw that. I would move out of that state in an instant. Why are you even there? How do you tolerate that nonsense? I guess beer. It's Jersey. No way they have electric. Chels. Chels is on fire, guys. Chels loves Jersey. That's all I'm hearing today. Anyway, go. This is the reading. I was saying this is the one. This is the one reading um that started it all. They didn't really, but this is a reading that if you think about it, like it's the reason that Ryan Turner, in all his infinite wisdom, started this show was to bring a community together of parents to support each other, to shout each other out, to help each other, to grow together, to talk, to do the things that we're talking about, even when it's talking about New Jersey. And we know Ryan Turner loves New Jersey. So read it, understand it, love it. I love the story, the Popovich, Coach Popovich story of his his assistant coming to get on the plane to travel with the team while his kids were holding him back, crying, saying, "No, dad, don't leave." And the coach just goes, "You get on the plane, you're fired." Probably wasn't that simple, but it's a cool story because the team still went on. The team still had a coach and other people to handle them. They were fine. And then the assistant, the dad of the two young boys, was able to have 3 days with his kids. And I'm sure that meant the world to the kids. I'm sure that meant the world, even though he was concerned for the team and that was his priority. I'm sure it gave him a little shift about what priorities truly are. Family always first. So this is this is a great reading to circle back on. This is great reading to digest and reflect on as you think about your own career and work life balance, how you would think about what MP is talking about, which is how you treat your employees if you're a person who has employees. This is something that I think about very often with how I treat and talk to my subcontractors is, when someone when I call someone and they're like, I'm not going to be in today. I got some dude, say no more. It's okay. Like, do what you have to do for your family. The work's always going to be here. We're always going to have another job to build. Like the work never ends. But being there for your family, that's something that's very important. Tell my employees whenever there's a family issue or about overwork, they seem to appreciate. Yeah, for sure. Did I miss something up here? After driving back from Florida, the South is looking more and more appealing. Even my customers know that after 3 a.m., I'm with my family and won't answer. 4 a.m. to 3 p.m. is when you can contact me, and I make sure to tell them that. Yeah, it's good to have that boundary. It's good to be stern on that. I need to do a little bit better about the Friday thing. And my wife kind of called me out this week and was like, do all of your clients know that you're not around on Friday? And I'm like, yes and no. Like, still feel like it's a little hard, a hard to sell myself as a company and just be like, oh, I'm only there 4 days a week. I've been doing it with the newer clients, so the newer ones do know. But I do work for a lot of people. Let's call them high-powered, wealthy people that I don't think that they fully understand or feel like this makes sense. This thing we're talking about. So You know, a lot of times I get that. And I feel like there would be a little pushback if I was just out there saying, no, don't talk to me after these hours. Don't talk to me on these days. No, I pick and choose. So you do what you will. I'll do what I will. But again, great reading. I think this is like the basis of the whole show here, why we're talking to each other. I love that it, you know, shows representation of you know, the Spurs, right? Spurs, right? NBA team, the Spurs, and great story, something we all need to. And then there's a little like, there's the minute of it, right? Is like, how can you do this for someone else in your life? Like, think about how you can be a supportive person to other people in your life. Taking a minute to realize that most people are parents or thinking about becoming parents or have already passed that journey or now are into grandparents territory. Um, Everyone is a son or a daughter of someone, and so therefore had parents. So there's just this connection that we all have. There's this topic that we can all relate to in that we're all going through a struggle. We're all going through a set of twins where one seems to always wear pants and one seems to never wear pants. You know, uh, Organization chaos in our house where we can't find things because these little animals that we made just throw shit around. And this is what can help bring us together and help us understand each other a little better when you're frustrated because an email is taking days or hours or weeks to respond to, or when your client shows up late to a meeting, or your worker just doesn't show up in the morning and then texts you like 3 hours later. I had an emergency with my family. And whether that's an excuse or not, that's kind of up to you on how much faith and hope you have in humanity. We're also in a culture where people won't leave a voicemail or email, but just keep calling for 3 hours instead. Like, motherfucker, dude, yes. I had a client do that to me last week, and I was telling my wife, I'm like, he can call every minute of the day if he wants to. But if he doesn't leave me a voicemail or send me a quick text message, it's not happening. Like, I will literally wait you out longer than you can wait me out, brother. Like, it's just, I find that so disrespectful when people call and call and call and call. And then you jump on the phone with them, or just tell me the truth because we're all human. And then you jump on the phone with them, and it is literally the simplest thing. And it's like, that adage? It's like when corporations have like these long, like 30-minute, 1 hour meetings, and then at the end of it, it's like this could have been an email. It's like, I get it. Some people like to talk on the phone, but yep, you got it. It can be a text. Everything can be a text. It could be a video. Like this guy, I think what he was calling me about was he was on the job. He was doing the work that we've been working on him doing, and he just wanted to tell me something specific about some specific area. It's like, bro, open up your camera and record a video and narrate it and text it to me. And then I'll have context. I can watch that video while my kid is doing something. And then I can respond to you while my kid is doing something. I don't have to pick up your phone call, walk away from my family, or silence my family to then just have a 2-minute conversation with you. And of course, like it's just 2 minutes. Some of them can easily be 30 minutes to an hour, but it's more of like MP is saying, it's more of like the the instant gratification that they're requiring at the expense of your distraction or your disruption or whatever it is. That's annoying. It's like a level of entitlement. It's a level of whatever it is. If someone doesn't pick up their phone, there's usually a reason. Even if the reason is like simply like, I'm on the shitter, I don't want to talk to you. Or I'm scrolling Instagram, I don't want to talk to you. Or I don't want to talk to you because I don't like talking to you. Amazon ruined us. Yeah. Amazon, YouTube, the like instant algorithm, like where another dopamine video comes, it's all of it. Yeah, for sure. The instant gratification, the instant neediness, all of that stuff is I see it in my children all the time. They're like, "Dad, can you make me something?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, in a little bit." I just sat down. Um, and then just like how quickly they're like, "Dude, where is it?" I'm like, "I said in a little bit. Do you know what in a little bit actually means?" No. Well, for me, it means about 10 minutes. So just chill out or figure it out yourself. Or, and I never say this, but this is what they always do, ask your mom because she'll do it, which gets me in trouble so much, guys. I think we had one of those last night. What was it? Um, it was a go outside situation. It was something to do with Bailey's car stereo, and my wife was like, "Can you go out there and figure it out?" And I'm like, "In 105-degree weather, you want me to go sit in her sweating car to try to figure out something for her that she can research on YouTube or just go figure out for herself? No, thank you." And she goes, "Ugh, fine, I'll do it." I'm like, "Yeah, because you won't say no to the kids." And I'm like, and they know that. But if you start saying no to people strategically, right? We've already talked about this in the reading. You don't say no all the time, but if you start saying strategic no's to these kids and make them wait and kind of start to tamp down that instant neediness, it'll help. It'll get there. Okay, guys, we're here. The reading does ask, and the question of the day does ask, how are you helping others? So, if anyone has an idea or an answer to that, for me, it's my boy Scott. I've definitely helped him realize how much more family is important than work. Um, My no's have start to come with an explanation of why. Yep. Yeah. I just sat down. I'm eating a meal myself. I asked you when I was in the kitchen if you wanted anything. You said no. So once I finish my food, I will then get up and make your food instead of a straight no. That's tough when she's a toddler right now because she's so cute and cries whenever we say no. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, toddlers. Dude, she's calling. You can't do it. It's like don't look directly in her eye. That's the whole like fable of Medusa and turning to stone. It's like that whole thing. But I said no yesterday and she cried for 30 seconds and then we got back to what she was doing. Yeah, that's the other thing is their minds they click over to the next thing really quickly. You distract them very easily when they're a toddler. Just like get a squeak toy and throw it. Guys, what a great day. Thursday, bro. I'm gonna hit up my boys and I am looking forward to because I've been looking forward to it for 2 weeks now. Smash burger and smash tots and a beer, guys. It makes it all worth it. All the hard work of the week. Wish it worked that way when we got older too. Yeah, right. I wish. I wish you just throw money. At that point. You throw Robux gift cards when you don't want to do anything. But that gets real. The older your kids get, the more expensive they get. That is a true fact for sure. I hope you guys all have a great day. I hope you all have a legendary lunch in comparison to what I'm about to get down on. But I'll see you back here tomorrow. Maybe MP will be here. I don't know. He was going to work. He wasn't going to work. Who knows? I'm sure he'll text me and let me know. But have a great day, people. I'll see you later. And bye now.
What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.